I'd like to call to order the Townsend Conservation Commission meeting for January 31st. This is a reschedule from the 24th meeting, 2024 at 7:02 p.m. I have a roll call, please.
Jim Dorian, present.
James Gates.
Kevin Smith, present.
Pat General present.
We all stand. Kevin, can you lead us in?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is that the new 2024 thing?
Yeah.
I like it. I'm all about it.
It's like we used to do in school, my friend.
Remember that?
Well, there we go. Every morning.
Every morning, first thing. Mrs. Moynihan. I could go on and on.
This meeting
Yeah,
is
you
being
should
recorded. Is
distance
anyone
those
else
with me.
recording?
Like 4 for the next half hour. I'll see if I can do that. Trust me, it's not easy.
Chairman's additions and or deletions. So we're gonna move the meeting minutes from the 110 meeting to 2/14/24. Was there anything else I needed to add or delete? I forgot.
No, that's all.
2.4.
1.5 chair report. Anything I have would be covered in the agent's report this meeting. We're skipping 1.6. 1.7 agent staff report.
All right, so this covers January 11th to January 31st. We had a building permit for 31 Walnut. We also had a Board of Health interdepartmental signature for 8 Bow Street. RDAs that are upcoming are 42 and 22 West Meadow Road for tree plantings to restore a riparian buffer zone along Lock Brook. We have another RDA at 97 Main Street and a third RDA at 0 Riverbank Terrace. And our NOIs that are upcoming are for 65 Main Street. And we're still waiting on an NOI for 2 Capricorn Lane
Main Street
and
Firehouse.
88 Meadow. So violations and enforcement. Yep.
You're gonna ask which one's 88 Meadow?
How do you, is it Meadow or West Meadow?
Meadow.
It's Meadow.
All right, then I don't care. I'm West Meadow.
No, you do care because you were vocal about it at the meeting.
We've
It's the
just-
guy with the culvert.
We've discussed it in the past. I think that,
That was all set.
there was
Yeah.
no, NOI submitted.
So the deal was you could do the work.
Correct.
Easy, do the work, but you
Correct.
have to file an after the fact NOI.
And
By December 15th.
he did not.
1 month or
Yeah.
1 month after completing the project.
Yeah.
He did not. He has not, he has responded, but he is being fined for not.
You sure he doesn't have
Is there-
all the stones placed back where they belong? So he's
Yeah, Jessica-
technically
Jessica-
completed?
Expected it, but he still has to file it after the fact. That was the
Yeah,
deal.
no, that was.
And
And
we've
he
had,
agreed to.
and we've had adequate communication, so
I've,
he knows.
yes, I've been
certified
in
letters.
contact,
You
I've been
talked to
calling
him.
him, offering, if he has any questions, I can help answer them.
Yeah,
So
so.
we've been in contact probably a few times now.
We've connected with them.
I haven't in person. visit,
Excuse me.
But she has had
And
conversations.
he's signed for all of the fines that we've sent thus far, which totals $1,800. So,
How sad is it that some of the things that you expect to go through simple and easy and where to find?
yeah,
Does he need hey, how you doing? Is there anything a commissioner could do to go out there so we don't go that road? I hate kicking that can down the road. I truly do.
yeah, I think just because, you know, when you met with him before, it was discussed that he could move forward with the work. But if he does, then he needs to submit the application. And if he doesn't, then there is no timeline to submit the application. He just,
Well, no, there was a 1 month.
Yeah,
There was a timeline.
right.
And we were actually
If he
very
does the work, yeah.
accommodating.
well, I think everybody was worried about that, his driveway had a hole in it, it was going down,
Yeah,
his pipe was failing,
Right.
and just, everybody just, he's got an elderly mother that lives in the house. that-
Correct.
That may need an ambulance, which was followed by usually a ladder truck or a fire truck,
Yeah.
that's a heavy piece of equipment. I think
Well,
everybody
yeah.
just wanted to help the guy get along to try to protect his, make it
his
safe.
property. It was a
Make it
safety
safe.
thing. We all agreed
And
upon
it seems
that.
straightforward. I don't understand
And
why
as
we
someone
would.
that is,
All right.
He's in the
wetlands engineer.
process of doing it.
And he was a
the former chair
prior.
of the commission,
Shit.
I would have
Chair, yeah.
assumed that he would have understood the process, and
Once again, assumptions
so we can't,
tend to bite
what are
us.
we gonna do,
Okay.
just,
No, it is what it is. That's
is
just
it
all I'm
comfortable
saying
as
is.
it is?
I think we should maybe discuss at some point at a later date, a protocol for these type of things. Like at what point do we send fines, how much, maybe more sentence.
And we still are dealing with this other individual.
We don't wanna be finding people.
No,
That's not
that's
our
just
intent.
not,
The
Right.
other individual down the road, he's had, how many years, situation, 5 or 6 years.
and he's accruing
Yeah.
immensely now, right?
Yeah,
Are you talking Edwards?
61 hours,
Yeah.
yeah, on a monthly basis.
But this poor fella over there on Meadow, I'm a little bit starstruck by that.
I am, something doesn't make sense. I have no,
Don't seem to me, but.
would it be best maybe one of us, myself or Kevin, go out and see if a personal moment? I don't like to see people getting fines.
Last time
They're,
you, well,
they're communicating.
at the same time,
Okay,
Is
okay.
the paperwork difficult for him? Is he
No,
not?
it's straightforward.
He's in the process of doing it. I've offered multiple times to answer any questions, and he doesn't have, many questions. I think it's just the time dedicated to doing it because he is completing the application on his own. From what I understand.
That's a matter of
we help him?
minutes. Okay,
How do we,
Is there anything-
help him? How do we-
yeah, let's not dwell on it. I get it. It's just, once again, I think
We have
us,
a-
as
We gotta-
commissioners,
we
don't
gotta
like to
move
see
forward,
this.
'cause we
All right.
gotta- we do
Correct.
a hearing
So
there.
there are
Yeah, yeah.
also fines being issued to 97 Main Street, and that's for work that was done, without a permit
the old gas station.
and the
across
old,
from
yep,
Harbor
the
Auto.
parking lot. So now
Okay,
he's
so in
gonna
other words, he put a
rehab
little more binder down than he should have, a little
Yeah.
excess of it.
right next to.
And it's
Well,
a,
they didn't access, but I think you just went over what he had, but
right, so what
kind
truly,
of jumped the gun.
what, he didn't put in the paperwork to put,
He didn't contact anyone.
They didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he's right next to a wetland, so I think.
oh yeah, right
for
next,
what
that's,
we-
and
what
he did
we're-
put wattles down after I had that conversation with Jessica, so we did put, he's done some erosion control, but all right,
Yeah,
well,
that
it is
was
what it is.
after, I think, after he received fines was when he started to,
Be a little more proactive.
yes, yeah.
Let's try to-
Can we, pause where we are with your agent report?
Yeah,
Because it's all
definitely.
good
Yep, yep.
critical feedback that we're giving,
Mhm.
and push it to
To the
the
end,
work
yeah.
session.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Um,
we're at 7:10, we should really
Right,
address our customers of the evening.
so we're gonna, discuss, TW 2.1, TWB 2023-163, DEP number 308-0703. Mr. Robert Becker with Trevor Fletcher from Rouse
161.
Environmental representing them.
Yeah,
It's Josh.
It's Josh tonight. Hi, guys.
Sorry.
Hi.
Yep, so do you all have the plan in front of you there?
Rather, Harley, can Josh have screen sharing, please?
Okay, who would like the screen sharing?
Josh.
Oh,
Okay,
you would like me to? Okay, let me pull up the PDF then. One
Okay,
sec.
stand by. Okay, Josh, you can screen share now.
Okay, 1 second, let me just.
Applications, road control,
Yeah, the
Your screen.
and then here's the detail. Josh, if you don't mind just going,
Exactly what he said he was gonna do.
yeah, quickly.
Yep,
the
yep.
additions you put on the plan and
What changes did,
so there was, stockpile areas.
So all in. Yeah, 1 second. I'm just trying to okay. I figured out how to share my screen.
up above, we've got those two.
So
This is-
you can all see that now?
Those
Yes.
are the waddles.
Okay, good.
And the erosion
Yep, so
control.
basically the septic plan hasn't changed at all. What we did is we added stockpile areas, one next to the proposed septic tank, one between the tank, pump chamber and leach field here, and that's gonna be for the trench work, and then one out near the leach field area, and we've extended this proposed silt fence and bended it a little bit, so that's gonna be the silt fence for this stockpile. And then we've added silt fences around the proposed stockpile areas. And then we've also added this note 20 here. Just noting that the silt fence should be installed down gradient of any stockpiles if they're to remain after the day is over or if rain's expected during construction activities. So
Are they
those
not
were-
able,
What was the
Is-
question, Autumn?
is the silt fencing not able to be, up while doing work? That will it get in the way? Is that why it's only up during rain events and?
No, it's up, it's road construction.
Oh, well,
Right.
the big silt fence, this
No,
long
I'm
line of
talking
silt
about-
fence.
The stockpile
The
areas?
stockpile, is that
Correct.
just straw wattles, right? Or is that,
I think he's referring to if they create an amount of dirt and it's gonna be there, they're gonna put silt fencing
Yeah.
up.
okay,
You know, there may not be a need for any stockpiling, so they
Right.
won't.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the point of that note. Like, for instance, the septic tank might get dug out, set the same day, and then backfilled, and you won't have a stockpile there. Whereas
okay,
you might dig out the septic tank one day, leave the stockpile to set the tank the next day, and at that point, you would need a silt fence around the stockpile.
Which is real
Well, it's
good,
gonna rain.
Yeah.
right, or
And
any
you got-
weather
okay,
event.
yeah. Thanks.
So it's an as needed
Mhm.
function, very good.
Um,
And I was much more.
And then
understanding
we did add this the silt fence and the wattles
why they
detail.
do that.
Yep. Does anyone have anything to add or any questions?
I have none, did a good job putting it together.
Mr. Becker,
Everything
do you
he
have
asked of
anything you'd like to?
Thank you.
And the silt fencing is gonna be countersunk with wattles, or we're just,
Yeah, the
Mhm.
details.
Silt fencing and
Yep,
it's.
that's right here.
They added.
They've got the 12-inch
it wasn't
wattles.
last time, that's the only thing.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
outstanding.
Beautiful.
I'll just chime in that you guys need to also vote on the 35-foot waiver prior to closing the hearing, please.
We do that
Oh,
first.
within the
Jeff, or after?
35
Second.
foot after, right?
Either way, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We should know.
Everyone's to vote.
We do need to approve the waiver for the 35-foot, in which areas that it was,
Went down on the lower unit, on the lower unit.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's down here.
It was just that small,
That small area.
fine, let's move forward on that and put a blessing.
There's any, yeah, I'll make a motion, I'll do a motion. I'd like to make a motion to, leave the 35-foot, buffer for, 50 Sauna Road, TWB 2023-163, DEP number 308-0703.
30, 40 feet.
Yeah, the distance was 32 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna just put 40 on it.
It's just shy, it's just for the tank, it's not the reach.
Right.
You wanna make a motion to approve the plan?
Oh, we have to second the,
So we need a
Oh, a
second,
second, I'm sorry.
second
Yeah.
for the waiver, the
Yeah,
35-foot buffer.
Kevin second,
Yep, second,
Jim Doran,
Yes or no? You have to.
Yes.
yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Gemma, yes.
It's been a while, let's see if I can do this. So I'd like to make a motion to order or to issue an order of conditions. Standard order conditions with attachment A, Jessica, or?
yes, yep, attachment
For TWB 2023-163, DEP number 308-0703. For Robert Becker, 50 Sauna Road, with the revisions stated 1/11/24. Plan number 23186.
I'll second.
Discussion, questions,
None.
roll call vote, please.
James Doran, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Gemma, yes.
Now we need a motion to close the hearing.
I motion we close the hearing, so to open it up to vote for the waiver.
We already did.
Oh, we did, that's all been
Yep.
list off. All right then.
I'll make a motion to I'll make a motion to close the hearing for Robert Becker, 50 Sauna Road, Townsend, Mass. TWB number 2023-163, DEP number 308-0703.
Beautiful.
Hartley, can you,
Second,
I'll
Second?
second that.
that seconded.
Nice job.
Roll call vote.
Jim Doran, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Gemma, yes.
Thank you, Josh.
Josh, thank you for joining us. Mr. Becker,
Thank you,
for joining us.
guys.
Thank you.
Very much.
You're gonna like it down there.
I can't wait.
You're gonna like it. A lot of members.
So there's a 10-day appeal period, and Autumn will contact you when everything's, set, and then you'll have to have it recorded. So,
I'll have the paperwork ready tomorrow. If you're able to pick it up, that's fine, I can give you a call when it's ready. And then, yeah, okay, or I can mail it to you, whatever's easier.
so it's 7:20.
You got a chance to meet all the ladies at the lake.
We met quite a
We'll
few.
sign those.
Awesome.
On the website.
They're the best.
Keep going.
I think that definitely calls for a Scooby snack.
Mm-hmm, that's part.
I think, you know.
Next up, we have 106.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mhm.
Oh, that's why it's other ones.
So for the next one, that's not-
You agree?
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. That's fine.
You see how they roll.
Well, we can't start early.
No. Anything else we can sign, kick it right through? Is that it? Time management, we got.
Yeah, 320, so we, 3.1, conservation agent, MACC training cost.
It's just gonna be that first one, because the second one's tonight, it's going right now.
So it's for a total of
I think you're gonna miss that
$65.
one.
Was that a webinar?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's it cost up there? 65 bucks?
$65. Comes out of,
WPA?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it does usually out of the WPA, straightforward.
So, and then the 3.2 wild and scenic, grant proposal status.
You have to, approve the usage of funds for 3.1,
Probably
do you have
should,
to vote on it?
probably should.
Yeah.
Probably should.
Yeah.
All right, so someone make the motion, someone second it then. For the MACC training cost.
I'll make a motion to approve the MACC training expense for Autumn to attend the training session
In the amount of
in
$65.
the amount of 65 big ones.
I'll second that.
Pat seconded, roll call vote please.
James Drouin, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin, yes.
Pat Gemini, yes.
Are we heading to
You know
3.2?
Maureen's joining us?
No, she's not.
She's not.
We don't need her.
Hopefully, I
Hey, well,
If Joe's
Take
here,
your
then,
first wheel. I know. It's your second rodeo, ain't your first
Yeah.
North.
That's what I always tell people. My second rodeo, not my first one.
Plus the engineer has spoken to me thoroughly about those.
It was all,
He said,
Yeah.
we just, this is just a formality now. 7:25 there, Jimmy.
just the, updated.
Yep, that's the new plan.
Haynes Road, 106.
Yes. Okay, up next, 2.2, TWB 2023-162, DEP number 3080704. Is that DEP comments? Or no?
No, that's,
None, was it?
we have a DEP file number, but no comments for that one.
This is, application for, proposing demo of a dilapidated single family, clearing trees, filling an existing septic system, construction of new single family home. Including deck, bulkhead, well, grading, associated utilities. Within 100-foot buffer bordering vegetated wetland. We have an updated plan to include stockpile area, remove an additional 16-inch pine tree at the 35-foot buffer, which is just outside of it.
Which we
Yeah, they were all marked off. That one was just
talked about.
inches off.
And then the erosion control detail. The detail, which that's already done.
Yeah, all his erosion controls in.
Yep.
Did you get out there, Jim? Did you?
Yeah.
He was with us.
Yeah, we all went out there.
Yeah.
The only thing that was mentioned was just that tree,
That tree,
looking at it.
You're looking at it right there.
Correct. No harm, no foul.
He zinged around it with his,
I didn't want to do that.
no, it's all right.
Well,
Should
it is
go
what it
anyway.
is.
I'm sure a tree like that should go.
Yep.
And I think we talked about leaving the tree, oh wait,
The stump.
yeah,
the
the
stump.
stump, yep.
Yeah, get rid of the tree, leave the stump.
Right, no need to dig it up. It's just
No.
gonna be less material,
That's right.
disruption, et cetera. Yeah.
I'll do later. motion to approve the improvement plan,
If you want,
with the order of conditions.
standard order of conditions with attachment
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the standard order of conditions with the attachment A. for Council Wetlands Bylaw 2023-162 with the DEP number 3080704 for Joe Moscato, 106 Haynes Road with North Environmental Plan. Approve it.
A. Do we have a second?
Second. Jim DeRoyan,
Yes or no?
Hmm?
Yes or no?
yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Gemini, yes.
You said standard order of conditions with attachment
With attachment A.
Yep.
Why is it that?
A. Just making sure.
To approve the OOC with attachment A?
Yeah.
I don't think we said the OOC or.
Order of conditions, I thought.
Did we?
I think I said order conditions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attachment A, I think it did.
I thought you just said, okay.
He can reiterate if so choose.
Yeah.
Let me clarify that it was.
Just,
Do we have to
Clarify.
replay?
no, just make him repeat it.
Repeat the whole thing,
To approve.
I'm gonna redo this.
read the whole thing,
Well,
or just with an addendum to attachment A, to include attachment A.
just redo it.
All right.
Don't overthink it. Just remember to say order of
I'll
conditions.
make a motion to approve the order of conditions, Towns and Wetlands Bylaw, 2000.
Order, standard order. of conditions
Standard order. of
With
conditions.
attachment A.
With
which we can
attachment
review.
A, with attachment A,
10 minutes.
to approve 2023-162, DEP number 3080704 for Joe Mercado on location on 106 Haynes Road and the North Environmental Plan. And man, I haven't got enough sleep.
Doesn't get any better than that, Kev. You did a
We're
great
here
job.
with you, Kevin, so,
It's all
Do we need another second then?
we'll need another second. Let's
Alright.
just, it's all
I'll second that then.
roll call vote.
Yes, James DeRoyan,
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Gemini, yes.
Does it sound a little better?
Someone will probably pick up on that, get us in trouble.
I think you got it good the second time around.
done, complete.
Thank you.
This only has one line, I think, of the attachment A. Other ones, the same stuff.
What do you mean?
It's it for attachment A.
No, attachment A is a separate document right
Oh,
here.
there it is.
And then I also, in the back, I added the plan set, so
Perfect.
this is the up-to-date plan.
That's a little more, that's a little more.
This section
This
is,
is for.
Involved.
okay, then it's in the, it should be in the folder with this.
Hey, Chris.
Hello, Christopher.
You like the box?
Yeah.
It's on the road where it needs to be.
You got it at 80.
Yeah.
Taxpayers' money, we're turning down.
I'm not gonna read all this. Please, so there's a 10-day appeal period, as we all know. Please make sure you read all the attachments and all the conditions.
I will.
There is a formal pre-construction meeting that's supposed to happen, you know, we know your erosion control stuff, we still have to check it. You guys still haven't done it yet, but it's fine.
What do you mean, pre-construction meeting with
With the agent to make sure that the erosion controls are up. and-
implemented?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Send a new home on.
Who's the signature to this?
What?
Who's the signature?
Yeah, there's signatures.
You're probably gonna be, there's no frost in the ground, so you're gonna be able to jump right at it. It's like first week of January, there's nothing frozen.
He turned it down to 60 to where it should have been in the first place.
Where'd Jessica go? What happened?
Kids.
I'm here. I'm just not having my camera on tonight. I'm snacking, so I don't want you guys to see it.
Pat brought us candy.
Oh, that's nice.
What are you snacking on? Is anything good?
You guys-
Chocolate?
Thank you.
Thank you. I
Nice.
really appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Chocolate,
Yeah,
What's
nice.
that noise?
the forbidden fruit.
I don't know, I hope it's a furnace cooling down, it's a boiler cooling down.
I don't know.
You wanna ask Hartley?
Yeah.
Jessica, do you hear that?
That weird buzzing?
Yeah.
I just heard it for the first time just now.
Don't worry about it. We'll be okay.
Good.
She ain't blown up, she ain't blown up yet,
I
so
was
we're
just
probably
gonna
all
say,
good
man.
for a while.
Don't worry about
See you,
it.
Joe.
Bye, Joe.
Right, you eat the nut film or just black chocolate?
Girl chocolate, no nuts.
Were you allergic to nuts? I can get you some. It'll be 7:45. Wow.
You have your food coming.
Just me, as far as I know anyways. I suspect we might have a couple of call-ins.
What time are we waiting on?
Squeeze it in.
Yeah, we do. Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, 5 minutes for the wild and scenic. Let's do it.
Well, we still have 10 minutes, so yeah.
All right.
So wild and scenic, grant proposal, status. Well, that's, so,
We're in the process of getting pricing on materials that we can use to stabilize the bank. Over here at Adams Dam, there's a steep section that's very sandy. And there's been a reduction
you
in,
were on the commission when they did the first, or last, so.
We used to jump in
just
there.
Trying to continue along.
Now, did you guys try to do some of that roll down
Yeah,
material?
5 foot wide, 100-yard long jute, that should be good. That
Right.
should be fine.
Right, because that's just,
I don't wanna be on
it's
the
been
bottom.
like that forever. I mean, even when we were kids on the
Yeah, we used to
trestles.
go in there.
Right,
it's
it
been
was,
sandy.
We used to jump off the trestle.
oh, yeah,
Yeah, no, but I thought you said that it's been like that forever.
with the erosion and sand like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it really has not
Yeah.
changed much from what it was when we were kids.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
what,
that will take a lot of terracing and work to really truly get.
and it's not something that's gonna be able to be done in a year, or the one round of grants.
No, no,
So we're,
that's a,
we're gonna apply for that to try to.
They ought to clean, they ought to clean that, they ought to get some grant money to clean the whole of, and go swimming down there again.
it used to be a
Right, that's
great
not-
place to go
I
swimming.
jump off.
This is the
So-
first meeting with these two together.
Yeah.
If we wanted the
Yes.
trestle, we
Yeah.
were always up to the west town of Stonebridge jumping off.
So.
I mean, that's our stomping grounds.
So,
From there, we
I
go
will
right
get
to
a
Welch's
quote
Field,
on
play baseball.
excavating that swimming hole for you guys, but as of right now, I just have a quote on that jute material. We have some grow socks, which is a medium that they put seed in, and then they put a netting around it. And we lay that down and we try and stake
what they did
it
last time.
with a natural stake.
I
It's,
really clean it up.
No, I know.
Doesn't like
It actually
clean it
worked though.
So,
Really clean it up, deep enough, and go back swimming down there again.
yeah,
I mean, that's all gonna be just desert plant life that you're gonna put in there. I mean, there's zero nutrient in there for it to grab and grow,
well, we
so.
have an RDA in right now for tree plantings with Marissa from the Natural River Watershed.
Yeah,
Jimmy knows her better than me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she has trees that she'd like to, plant there to help us do what we wanna do, which is stabilize that bank, so
right.
we'd like to get some grant funding. We kind of chose that as our project. We do have another grant. Yeah, we do have another grant that we're looking for ideas. for the application.
For what?
It's community, it was Allison a few meetings back came and talked to us about the
Community Foundation.
North Community Foundation. There's,
Okay.
it's like between 1,000 and 10,000 that can be awarded for wildlife, outdoor education. There's 6 different topics, but I just kind of need ideas from you guys on what path you want to go down so that we can get an application together and hopefully be awarded the money. So,
I guess it falls back. I'll just briefly say it. Like I told Marissa, if we're gonna do any riparian planting work, I'm not gonna bother doing it unless it's gonna be effective.
okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, that makes
Explain
sense.
that more though.
Well, if we're gonna go, like particular Lockbrook, all the bittersweet, all the florals, all those invasives that are in there have to go. You can't go in there and expect all right, yeah, we'll put this plant in between all the bittersweet vine and everything.
Yeah,
It's a waste of time. You've gotta
I'm
go
with
in
you.
there,
I'm with you,
remove the
Jay.
invasives, you gotta be able to take and attack them on a bi-yearly brush hog, finish mow, whichever is needed to keep that stuff down, because as quick as you cut it, it calls its friends up and it just flocks right in. And she understood where I was coming from. We're
Right.
gonna do it, let's do it right, and that's where I committed
I agree
to
with that.
helping with the planting, help fertilize and watering.
Yeah.
If we do it, let's do it so it's worthy of it, because they're coming in and doing 190, almost 300 trees.
yeah, yeah,
And that's a good amount of planting.
Yeah.
You know, in that whole area, not just up Lock, and that's gonna, it'll work out well, so.
Now, is there still kids going somewhere? I mean, are they?
My kid's not.
people use
My kids don't.
Adams.
They go to
No,
Granny
no,
school.
no, it's not like it was when,
Yeah, it's
when
not
we,
like.
when we were kids. We literally used to jump off the trestle.
That was when the
But it
dam
kind
was
of
there,
bogged
right?
in when the Adams Dam was still in place.
Right.
That was full.
Yeah,
Right.
so there is a grant proposal that I wrote a letter on,
To put Adams Dam back.
on your behalf to repair the train trestle
Okay.
for,
The state's. in-
yeah,
I think
Yeah, they're trying to
that's,
get rid of
I
dams for some
know,
reason.
I know.
I think that'll be good to get
So I say
that
put it back
trestle,
up.
either get it active or make it go away.
The trestle.
Yeah.
They're working on the permitting
Yeah.
for extending the rail trail.
Cause that'll be a perfect connection to be able to get across the water. And it'll be nice. It'll be
There's a
interesting.
parking area right there.
A good sized parking
We're
area.
looking to, better utilize Adams Dam Park and make it,
Mhm.
you know, maybe a place where we could do educational programs in the future. We have some volunteers that
Used to
are
be some
willing
good
to
fishing.
help, a lot of
So
fishermen
is-
use it, yeah,
Yeah, it's,
so-
When we had the snow last
We
week,
got
there
a
was a
lot
guy
of-
down at the bridge.
A lot of good ideas.
but that area will command a large dollar to really be effective and to really get it back towards, it can be done. But it's a long-term commitment, you know, with baby steps, maybe start getting some planting in there and
See how they
better
do,
pa-
yeah,
yeah.
see what works, maybe.
keep, you know, working on it. Another bite out of the elephant and keep going.
Do you wanna finish your, we had
Sure.
No, we're not doing, 22 and 42 West Mountain Road tonight.
No.
Okay, that's for the next
That's-
meeting?
Yep, February
She knows
fourteenth
that, yeah.
is our
The
next
14th?
meeting, yep.
Okay,
Valentine's Day.
22. That's good, right?
yeah,
So tomorrow,
42 is
we
fine.
have,
I'm 42 and 54.
tomorrow we have a site visit at 25 Worcester Road, which is a location where there was tree and brush clearing by hand, but then the piles were moved with a mini excavator, and it could possibly be near a wetland area, so
What time is that?
that
Right above the golf
is,
course. He did, well, there's a something.
1:30.
Couple months ago.
25 Worcester Road,
My
where,
son's got a doctor's appointment
Aw.
at that time, and the
Right
cat
up
is
the road,
also
Joe.
going to the vet, so.
Aw, bummer. All right, well, I'll let you know when we have the next
We
site
did that.
visit.
Yeah.
Same thing, I'll text you.
Huh?
that's tomorrow?
We did.
Tomorrow, yep,
Worcester Road, right up here, the left,
yep,
across from the school.
Oh,
kind of near the power
He just wanna
line,
make sure it's not
25 Worcester.
too close.
Is it the
If
first,
it is.
second house on the left?
paperwork.
Where they just did the, Jimmy, which one is 25 WR Worcester Road?
It's like halfway down.
Is it beyond Knox's house?
Yes, yes, it is.
2 or 3 are on the same side? Okay,
I'm thinking so.
all right, okay.
Maybe somewhere before Hamels.
After Hamlet, I think, okay.
I can't remember the area, but
And that's just, we're gonna look at
Oh,
somebody
yeah, yeah. thank
dealing
you.
with some brush?
I guess so.
Where's the signing sheet?
But thank you.
And what time are we gonna congeal for that?
1:30.
Oh, good. I'll be up by then. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and there also is an MACC Annual Environmental Conference coming up It's this weekend. The MACC is
Not this weekend.
March 2nd in Worcester.
It's not this weekend.
Oh, no, it's not, sorry.
It's a month from now.
You're close.
You're close.
Close. I'm really
March
close.
You
2nd,
thought you
yeah.
and I lost time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
won't be
ours
able to attend, but it's gonna be a good time if you wanna get,
And what are we gonna be doing there? What's going on, training for what
the
particular?
trainings for.
I don't know if they have an agenda yet.
Okay.
Do they?
They do, yeah. It's a lot of, yeah,
Classes?
yes, the classes. All right, I'm done.
And that's gonna be hopefully at Fort Devens,
It's in Worcester.
with college?
At the Holy Cross College, I believe?
Yeah, Holy Cross, it's nice. We've done a couple meetings there.
Oh, nice.
That's usually where they have them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You just covered education conferences also, so.
Cool.
Good.
Jesse, there, do you have anything to add to agent staff report? Are you good?
I don't know. I think that covered everything. But yeah, we have a lot of just upcoming applications of things with quick turnarounds. So be on the lookout for emails or texts with schedules and things.
Thank you, Jessica.
And if it's possible, if we can spread out the site visits over the 2 weeks between meetings, not just all on one
Okay,
day
yeah, definitely.
for the working folks.
Yes,
Especially if there's snow. Then
Yeah.
we Work all night and then all day.
yeah, okay.
Could have taken a nap and come to a
Is there a
meeting.
better time, morning or afternoon?
I
That
think
works
the
better?
times are the best.
Yeah.
Either time,
What'd you
I'm fine
say?
with the mornings.
Oh, sorry.
I said something that wasn't coherent. I think the mornings, the way you guys have them now is.
Okay.
Better.
Right, I'm just gonna pull the trigger.
What's that, 45?
Close
Looks like 45 to me.
Moving on to 2.3, after a moment of banter. And time, to TWB 2023-161 DEP number 308-0705, Townsend Historic Society, 80 Main Street, Chris McKenzie with Dills Roy representing. Proposed project is for the construction of an addition onto the rear of the existing building. There's also demo of part of that too. New septic system, associated grading and stormwater infrastructure within resource area buffer. Chris, we've had a long couple weeks trying to get them what they needed.
I have a copy of the plan, or if we can put it up on the screen.
Put it up on screen, throw a copy down too, we can look at it and
Harley, can you give Autumn screen sharing, please?
Okay, stand by.
Chris, do we have a copy of that in the?
You may not have a hard copy yet.
Okay.
Because I emailed PDF of this is a revised plan.
you want
I
to
emailed copies over, we put them in the mail.
Okay, Autumn, you're set to screen share.
Yeah. Let me just,
I think we put them in the mail Tuesday morning, so you probably didn't get them. But you do have the PDF format of it.
Show me a PDF, Autumn.
just make sure one thing, so I want to see if what I have is up to date. Do you want the hard copy, guys?
That's page 2.
This is, okay. There we go.
Chris, you don't, is
Yes,
there,
that's
do you have
the
a
new one.
revision?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, right, yeah, never mind.
Yep. I printed copies out and I also highlighted what changed between the old one and the new one, so it's easier to see.
And the change would have been
Chris
for,
can explain.
The changes that we made to the plan are basically to accommodate the DEP comments about, replacement of flood zone that is occurring with the alterations to the building.
okay.
Do you want me to read the comments?
Sure.
So although a file number is being issued, please note the following. Soil test pits are required at the location of any infiltration, I can't speak, I'm gonna get made fun of for this. Basin to verify seasonal high groundwater and soil type. Please provide the soil logs for where infiltration BMPs are situated and confirm the depth, is at least 2 feet to seasonal high groundwater and or bedrock. If less than 4 feet to seasonal high groundwater, mounding analysis is required. A detail on the separation from seasonal high groundwater should be also be provided. Please provide soil test pit data as well as updated site plans with labeled test pits at the location of the proposed infiltration basin. If approved, the OOC should include the quantification of revised impacts and replacement square footage, cubic footage. Regards, Mass DEP.
So, there were no revisions to the plan specifically to those comments. The revisions we made to the plans were from, email comments and conversation that I had with, Kim Roth at DEP. Those comments were addressed, we sent over a letter. We addressed the depot situation as we explained it to them.
Yeah.
We used the 2 depots from the system area and used the same depth over here. We know from past experience, it's similar materials, so the results would be similar. So that translated to the 271.5 being 2.5 feet above the water table. Greg calculated out basically a 1-inch groundwater mound as a result. So we're still still more than 2 feet of separation between the bottom of the stormwater and the groundwater.
Great.
The major revisions that we did to the plan stem around the system. What we had to do, and we kind of backed into this a little bit, I took the septic system, the vicinity that we had to work with there, and I regraded it to meet all the septic system requirements, but also to provide some cut. So we're basically have built a moat around the system area, around the leach area, to accommodate the lost flood zone for the building addition.
Okay, so,
Okay, yeah, I see it.
I'm good.
Better 1 foot.
That's great. I like it.
Kim told us that as
So
far as the system goes, if we were just doing the septic system out there and we couldn't really replicate, they'd let that go.
Yeah.
so in other
Because of
words,
the building addition, we really need to accommodate that.
so the cut,
And we provide a chart, on here that shows, the total volume of fill, 1972, and the total volume of cut of 1985. So we're about 12 or 13 yards over what we're filling. And we left it that way instead of trying to cut it back, making it even, partly because we're not replacing at the proper elevation.
you're going to higher.
We're going lower. See, the fill, the flood elevation out there is 274.
Okay,
That's basically the floor elevation of the church.
okay,
So when they do the addition to the church, that work around there is gonna be from 272 up to 274. That's the zone that we're filling in the flood zone. We don't have anything but a little corner on one side of the system area where we're in that elevation range. All we can do is provide elevations lower.
Oh, all
For
right. I,
stormwater.
for,
So-
that's,
Yeah.
Yep.
all right.
Now,
Yeah. So
this
this is like,
is
the-
perfect.
yeah. There's a proposed stormwater basin here, but
And
that
those were
wasn't
the
enough.
changes, those were the, okay.
That wasn't enough offset, so they added a moat in this area, which
I
would,
like how we call it a moat.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But that's all he refers to as the cut.
We're making a
Yeah.
moat around the thing, it's gonna be an
So
island.
that's what you
Doesn't
mean
flood
as
out there,
the
we're gonna
cut,
have
that's
an
what's
island.
gonna draw that
well,
water.
in a
All right.
way, yeah, I was worried about people trying to park or drive on the septic, so that would kind of help with that issue.
Right, well, the geomat too, you're not allowed to park
I
on.
was
Right, I
gonna
know
say,
you're
that's a
not
no.
I know you're not allowed to, but if, I know there is limited parking and if.
Yeah, I put a fence up right there at the edge of it or something.
Cause you're gonna have to do something
Rail
to
fence or
keep,
something that
keep
looks
everybody
nice,
off
keep
of that.
people off it,
That's
couple,
what I was
some
thinking, was the,
granite boulders.
Yeah, there's gonna be something to determine, that'll be implemented, that's no problem
right,
there.
I know.
All right.
But,
I did a geomat in Ashburn, not too long ago, and, they were gonna run into that same problem where it was in a location where they're worried about people driving on it.
People
So-
are just gonna, oh, that, we can get
So they,
over there.
they put boulders all around it, big.
You gotta armor it, you know,
Fence or something.
okay,
it's straightforward and simple, that's
so now
beautiful.
you're over your offset in a way, right?
Right,
By
right,
12.
right, we
By a-
did overdo
Yeah.
it a little bit,
Overs are better than under.
not necessarily on purpose, to be honest with you.
It's just easier. It
Yeah.
just ends up being that.
Yeah. just-
I did all the work to calculate the cut that we were gonna do, and one of the other guys in the office did all the fill calculations. So when we came up 12 over, we were all pretty happy about it.
Right.
That's perfect, that's perfect, that's.
Instead
I
of being,
maximized, I basically took this area and I maximized what I could do with it.
Mhm.
And there really wasn't gonna be much room for,
there was no room. It
No,
was
it's a tight spot.
Very
It's a
tight.
Tight spot, but they're doing with what they can do with it. They're gonna
Right.
come up with hopefully a beautiful situation in the end of a piece of property that they'll be able to utilize again.
I think it's gonna come out to be a
Because the historical
very nice.
value of this is a lot.
There's no value
The way it's
to it.
headed-
It's,
The way
it's,
it's headed into a dumpster,
yeah.
literally, over the years.
So
over the years.
one of the things that, we opted not to include on this plan was, stockpile location, because there isn't any,
Yeah, move it up.
spot. So
Just move it,
it's,
bring it back,
Mhm.
easy.
Across the way, there's location
Yeah,
close
no,
by.
right.
That's not in any way a problem.
So, but I know it's part of the regulations and I just.
Correct.
wanted to
Yep,
Note it.
yep.
That's just part of it, but it's also.
Being a part of the regulations, we have the
It's in his
ability to
notes
deal
too,
with it.
No stockpile and cereal within 100 feet of buffer, which,
Which is move it off-site,
yeah.
take it
Yep.
for a ride,
Yep,
have a couple of trucks working with you.
got them.
Across the street.
I did
send
have
it
a
down
quick
the road.
question. I was wondering if there's gonna be a dumpster on site, and if so, do you know where it's gonna be located?
I don't know if they'll, I would
I look
assume
at-
for construction purposes.
I'm looking at this where, once you get the
Silt control.
silt controls, erosion control in place. Obviously, what's left to do?
Well-
Got a DEP number to put up
So,
and
hold
put a
on.
dumpster right here in the back of the building.
Construction debris blowing into the pond is what I
No,
was
no, no,
concerned
no,
about.
it's gonna be right on the back of the building, I would think. I would think that dumpster would be I'm thinking that the
I hope
dumpster
everybody
guys are gonna
thinks the
back
same way you do,
back
Kevin.
right in here and put it right up
I
along the
would
back of the
hope- I
building.
would
There, it's
hope
gonna be
so,
next to the
right?
office trailer.
Huh?
Or it could be next to
It
the
could
office trailer.
be,
Well, I would think they'd probably wanna put it right off the back of the building so they can just
do you
stuff
want
it
me to
right in
make
there.
that note in the conditions as a special condition?
No, I mean,
And if-
they gotta
Um,
put it someplace, they wanna put generally close to the building
Yeah,
so that they can
I-
access it. Where in your opinion, John, would you be right on the back side of the building, wouldn't it?
I would start with the backside.
And then it'll end up
By
out
that
on the
time
side of
it's
the building,
filled,
right?
It gets emptied and if you need to reposition. you
It's gonna be
reposition it back.
repositioned right along the side of the building. That,
Yeah, I don't wanna tie.
you can't tie it to any specific spot.
not a
because
specific
at some-
location, but maybe.
It'll be right
just-
up against, I would think
you
it'd be
know.
close to the building for easily access to.
Well, I don't want Autumn to feel like she's just being pushed under the bus
Yeah,
there with a
yeah,
comment. And I understand the concern. Obviously, they're not taking paint cans and tossing them in.
No.
But also the debris that's being removed it's not gonna be paper.
Right, it's gonna be
It's
heavy.
gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be wood,
heavy
it's gonna be.
wood,
Lath,
lath.
slatting, all the
Yeah.
heavy
And I would think
materials.
that there's enough eyes on this project that
Oh, God, yes.
it's not going to get out
Yeah.
of hand.
Do you wanna put in a note? Maybe you can put in some wind fence, some of the orange 5-foot high fencing.
Well, that won't help the dumpster because.
I was just
Well,
thinking
just in the
maybe
regards of
there's a
control
way-
What about
anything
covering?
blowing.
Yeah, just like
At
a
night,
lid for
yeah.
the.
Yeah,
at
have-
the end of the night was kind of,
Make a note that
That's
it
what I was
can,
thinking.
that the material needs to be scrutinized, to be contained due to the fact that we do not want to blow in. We've done that with certain sites where there was open water area and then we had them put up some like snow fence, some just straightforward orange fencing that'll catch anything that blows
Well,
through, because you're gonna be
well,
doing all
dumpster.
kinds of construction. It's, once that demolition's done, then you're gonna get into opening cabinet boxes and everything, so it's gonna be every imaginable, so something in regards to prevent any material blowing into the lake area, the water area.
Well, I think previously you guys asked to have silt fence added to the
So we
walls,
did,
so.
we did ask for that.
Those are what, 3 feet
Um,
high?
yeah, yeah.
That'll
That's not
catch
all
a
that.
majority of it.
That's gonna catch the majority, anything that blows.
And
out
if
the
anything
dumpster.
blows out there, someone's gonna get it quick. It's not gonna get left out there, that, and then from there,
Well, and that's why I said there's a lot of eyes,
Mhm.
just even with the
Rail
Historic
trail,
Society.
yeah.
yep,
Well, you gotta
Enjoy.
And you got the people that are, there's a lot of good people that are using that rail trail system.
oh, absolutely.
They're walking in
Yeah.
there. I see it when I mow that place. I mow it usually once a month all summer long,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
the center to the harbor.
yeah.
And even though the trail stops right there, there's a lot of people always coming up through there when I'm down there
Correct.
mowing it. I'm sure
And
Jim
it's
sees it.
gonna get even more
They're
busy
down
now with
there.
the addition to it.
Within a day, I had excavator tracks after we did the stone dust, and
They were gone.
they were gone in a day.
Okay,
Literally overnight, it was just kind of incredible that how many people were right on it.
yeah,
Does that
this whole
answer
thing is a
your-
win-win for us. It's a
or,
beautiful thing. That church is
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
just wanted to
gorgeous.
bring up the concern of material getting like blown into the pond and if we wanted to do write a condition or not. I just wanted to talk about it.
I think that,
So-
that was the reason, one of the bigger reasons for the silt, fence
Yeah,
itself
yeah.
was to
Yeah.
prevent, stuff from blowing
Yeah.
through, but,
I think with the dumpster, it's obvious. They're gonna put the dumpster close
Mhm.
to where the material's coming out, next to the building, and that'll shield. a
Well,
lot of
whenever,
wind.
Yeah.
whenever possible.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
building itself's gonna shield a lot of it. Most of the time, the prevailing wind is running right down 119, so it's kind of
So-
east-west, so it's kind of wanna blow it towards the
so
harbor
we
lights
could,
rather
we
than.
could, we could keep it simple with either keep the dumpster outside the 50-foot buffer or the 100-foot buffer.
Doesn't matter.
You really can't. I
So-
think in this particular
Don't-
case where.
don't
In
dictate
this particular
anything.
case where,
I don't,
where you got, we're gonna be inside the 50 or outside the 50 or
and
outs-
it's
inside
such
the
a tight
100.
site.
Yeah,
that-
just gonna try to do the best, just try to do their best to keep it close to the building as they can, try to get it, so that it's good to go, there's not a lot of room here, so I'm thinking that it's gonna be in the back here and down on the side right here.
Yep, in proximity
They're
to where the
limited to
demolition.
the areas they can put it, they
Right.
wanna have it close, they chuck the material right outside those windows or right outside the back door. They're gonna be taking the backside of this building off, some of it,
Mhm.
I understand.
The whole
that.
thing. That
To put
that
the
whole
little
backside's
addition,
coming
I'm
right
gonna be
down,
taking
right?
some of that side
The whole
off, and I think it's gonna be right in here for a while.
Yep.
And I'm trying to restrict them in any way, as I think we should be doing anything we can do to work with them to try to
Yeah,
facilitate the job and.
Maybe not, restricting the location of the dumpster, but maybe putting more parameters on ways to keep the debris, making sure the debris is getting put in the
Well,
dumpster, you know what I mean?
I think the covering, maybe the covering of the, inclement weather.
Yes,
Putting
yeah.
a cover over the
Sure,
dumpster, during inclement weather or windy weather.
Yeah.
And, if need be, and like you say, you got the silt fence all around the site.
Yeah.
It's 34 inches tall, I think, or 36 inches tall
yeah, right.
in place.
What are they
It should
putting,
catch
I
some
assume they're gonna be putting in the big board. They're gonna be a 30-yard dumpster. A big one.
I would imagine.
That's gonna be
Utilities.
all day long.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I have no doubt Shaw would not have a problem. He'll leave one of the nets there for a dumpster cover there.
I
That's
think we're
nothing.
getting too wrapped up in some
Yeah,
details
I
that,
think we just need to,
a clean job site is the expectation,
Yeah.
period.
yeah, period.
Mhm.
So,
And I think the group doing it abides by that, with no doubt in my mind. Oh, time for Scooby snack.
Whatever it takes
No.
on the,
Oh, I'll chime in. The dumpster stuff is actually something that the building commissioner wants to know about, so it's not super overkill. I'm just gonna relay this on to him tomorrow.
can you explain that a little bit?
The building permit. 'Cause
Right, they issued a demo permit and told them they can't have a dumpster down there until this is approved.
Right, so we need to provide them details on the dumpster placement approximately. So I'm just going to relay on what you guys have just discussed because it's public record anyway.
Okay.
I think we went into great depths to discuss the
I'm
dumpster.
not like talking for
Probably
5
too
minutes
much,
about
I'd
it,
say.
but keep it close to the building, cover it during inclement or windy weather, and just maintain silt fence and check for loose debris. I mean, that's kind of standard dumpster care.
Yep.
So
dumpster
there you go.
protocol,
That's
standard dumpster
that is-
protocol.
There you go.
item that for your special conditions,
Mhm.
what Jessica just
Should we
said.
add this?
So I want that so noted that that is one of the special conditions.
Yep,
The exact words that Jessica just said, because if I repeat it, I'll butcher it, but
Standard dumpster protocol. I like that one.
can I go into a little in depth? into
exactly what
what's-
Jessica just said, it was
Okay.
short and sweet.
That's good, short and sweet. to the
Okay.
point.
You don't get too wordy on some of these, so.
And you'll submit that to, the building department in the morning?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, once we
We'll facilitate.
finalize this order tomorrow morning, then we can relay on any decisions at that point.
Right.
So,
Do we presently have a building inspector, or are we still working with
Tonight, today, tomorrow.
an interim?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
yeah, no, for now. Chris, is there anything else that you want to add or? Anything?
I only have one question.
Yes, sir.
How soon do we get a building permit?
You've got a,
So there's that's building department.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys, you guys
that's out
probably
of
push
our-
that along.
Yeah.
In terms of this being a valid order of conditions, there is a 10-day appeal period.
We can work assuming the dangers of that appeal. Very correct.
I'm
I'm
assuming,
going to just,
Okay.
I'm not answering that's, right into like,
I'm not the one treading.
you know, it's a formal notice of intent, the 10-day appeal. So you know, it's just formality.
There was a number of things that the DEP had mentioned, you mentioned them tonight. How does that get resolved, or is it resolved, and they give them the order and
Chris,
just work, or is
do
it?
you?
Yeah, for the most part, most of the comments have been addressed on the plan. So this newly revised plan, which I sent out, I think you got a copy, but you, that's gonna be the approved plan. I probably gotta resend this to the Board of Health, because they have approved the plan, so I gotta send them a revised copy, but there's nothing there that changes anything from that perspective, just so that they have an updated plan. The other couple of items that were mentioned on the very final part about test holes and groundwater and stuff, that was addressed in a letter from Greg Roy. He did the groundwater mound study. It rendered a 1-inch mound, so it's really almost nothing. That's been calculated in. What we had to show is that we have at least 2 feet of separation between the bottom of that stormwater thing and the groundwater table, and that's been shown.
So from your standpoint, you satisfied with?
Yes. Right.
And I added the extra, the changes to the alteration area.
Yeah.
I added that in on the, order of conditions. I changed on the order of conditions, so it's updated, so it's up to date.
The original notice of intent submittal only had volumes calculated for the system. It didn't accommodate.
Oh, for the stormwater?
Yep, so
Oh,
now that, you
For
know,
the
with
flood
the
zone stuff,
changes,
right.
yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
So just some order of conditions when we say and sign for, you know, what area in square feet or cubic feet is being altered, it's updated.
And that's all right here on the.
Yep.
So really, for the most
What's
part,
the data sheet here?
we're in pretty good shape with this, all in all.
Yes.
What can be started?
I'm not gonna say that tonight. Was approved.
Or in other words, we're waiting for,
We're gonna approve.
this
the order
this has gotta go to the
conditions.
building department in the morning.
Well, we're not really sure what, the next step is for like the building
Yeah,
department.
we're doing this,
We're gonna finish our part tonight.
and Jessica is nice enough to send the comments of the dumpster to the building department,
Correct.
okay?
Kim's all set with the DEP.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, everybody is all
We've got
set
our numbers posted yet?
Nope.
tomorrow morning, probably.
Okay,
Who knows?
Well-
I'm sure quickly.
Oh, posted on the site, you mean?
yes.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think that's been done yet.
All right,
I'm
close.
sure, I'm sure probably quickly, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm just saying, let's get all these ducks lined up,
So
get them waddling,
let's get, yeah, well, we can talk about it now.
please.
A standard pre-construction meeting, is required. That is to make sure that the solar fence is up and installed properly. DEP signed 2 foot by 2 foot, you know, in a visible area. Those are the biggest things. And then there is the 10-day appeal period, like I said. I'm not gonna discuss it further. I'm not gonna comment about it further. That's a standard condition from the state.
We say yes, we say no, that's their decision whether they pull the trigger. Not ours.
Or in the butters. So, other than that,
Yep.
everything that was, we requested to be changed or amended has been, that the DP has requested, has been changed or,
Or amended.
adjusted. The turtle plan is way outside our jurisdiction, which you guys are working on, or
There was a turtle plan?
because it's within habitat,
yeah, it's in.
but it's not,
Yep, yep,
doesn't
yep, yep,
have to do with approving this.
right.
So I will. Where's my agenda?
Wow.
You steal it. I'd like to
Move it on.
make a motion to approve, the Townsend Historic Society 80 Main Street project, TWB, 2023-161, DEP number 308, -0705.
Yeah, okay.
Plan title sewage disposal system design, 80 Main Street, last revision was January 26, 2024.
Wilson Roy plan.
Wilson Roy's plan, job number 7482, drawing number 7482-SDS1. With a standard order of conditions, with attachment A, with a special condition of what was noted regarding the dumpster location and
Debris control,
debris control.
I'll second that.
bingo.
Do we have any discussion? Pat? I'm sorry, I feel like I ignored you and I did not intend for that. Do you have any comment or?
No, I understand it all and
Autumn, are you comfortable with what,
Jessica, you?
Chip?
I recommend a special condition that the applicant shall follow the conditions set forth in the NHESP determination letter.
Meaning the turtle plan?
Yep, the turtle
That
plan.
was, and that was briefly touched on, but, so be it. I'd like to add that comment to our special condition.
That's out of our jurisdictional area.
But they still is
Let's see what we can
environmental.
do to help get this thing, moving.
Okay,
That road we don't have to cross until March.
okay. It doesn't hinge anything, we can still
You guys
move
have
forward.
developed it and sent it for approval.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
It'll be a turtle fence.
I assume
One
that
of the other
goes
guys in the office. does that.
natural heritage?
What?
Is that going to natural
And I believe DEP.
and DEP?
So
Standard operation procedure.
I said,
SOP.
anybody,
okay. Jessica, is there anything else?
No, I think that was all that I had.
Do you have any other?
No, that's all.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Second, Jim DeRoyan.
No.
What do you mean?
I already seconded.
And
Roll call
I
vote.
didn't hear if
Roll call
you,
vote.
I thought we were waiting for Jessica's last comment and Kevin was gonna finish it up. No, in favor, yes. Jim DeRoyan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Jamali, yes.
Okay.
So we need to make a motion to close this hearing and a second, and then we did that for the last one.
I'll make a motion. Close the hearing. Townsend Historical Society, 80 Main Street. Townsend Wetland Bylaw 2023-161, DP number 3080705. Dillison Roy Plan.
Do we have a second?
I'll
Second.
second
Packet
Go ahead.
on that.
Oh, it doesn't matter, she can do it. No.
Roll call vote.
Jim DeRoyan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
that. Pat Jamali, yes.
Outstanding. Done.
I made a mistake. We didn't close out Joe's, so we need to make a motion in a second to close out 2.2.
We didn't.
What do you mean we didn't close out Joe's?
We didn't close the hearing.
We did on the first
We
one.
approved it, but we didn't.
And that was Joe
Yep.
Mercado?
I'll make a motion to formally close the hearing of Joe Mercado, 106 Haynes Road, Townsend Wetlands Bylaw 2023-162, DP number 3080704,
We have
Norse Environmental Plan.
second.
James DeRoyan, second.
Roll call vote.
James DeRoyan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Kevin Smith, yes.
Pat Jamali, yes.
That was exactly one
Close
hour.
out the first one. I just,
How did we miss that?
I don't,
I'll leave that hard copy with you guys.
thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
it's gonna cost you some chocolate.
dinner.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You also.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks. Hold that up one second. We've gone through everything else. Items for discussion at the next meeting, we have grants. There's a couple other professional organizations that I'd like to discuss becoming members of.
A couple more what now?
Professional organizations, like Nashua River Watershed.
Mhm.
We're not members of that.
We've always been, I think. I think we've always been.
And then stormwater one.
Soil and Water
Conservation.
Conservation Society, I think it's called.
Where are they out of Framingham?
Yeah, we do. I'm just trying to close up, so we close the meeting before we forget to close. Shut it down, but I have.
We'll coincide then.
Soil
It was your
and
fault.
Water. So there's 3 memberships that we were
Okay,
talking about.
and then there was, we have several RDAs and at least one NOI.
Mhm.
And.
For the next meeting, the 14th?
Yep, and
Good.
then we also have, trails, we were approached by someone, to build mountain bike trails in Old Meeting House Park. It's your buddy,
Oh, my buddy.
Ronnie.
Oh, yeah?
Mountain Bear. So in other words,
Oh, I like that kid. That's good. That would help me find my granite.
so in other words, we're gonna allow regular people walking in mountain bike running too also?
He wants to construct trails on Old Meeting House, which we own, Old Meeting House, what
Correct.
commission does, so.
That's
We have to
ours.
go through them, but he's gonna give us a little presentation and talk about it and,
Why not?
um,
You could stand to get on a mountain bike, do a
Oh,
little
yeah.
pedaling around.
Four wheel and then gator, side by side.
All right. No, that's beautiful.
We have free openings,
Horseback.
Mr. Becker, if you'd like to join us.
Horseback, and over the years, I've had some
Um,
pretty good gentle beef
so
cows.
I
I
heard
take a beef cow over the hunt trail.
Beaverbrook up in Hollis has done incredibly well with all that, with the horseback and everything.
Mhm.
And they share really well with the snowmobile crews. And they all chip in to do trail repair, you know, back and forth. Trevor's into all that. They do a great job. So sky's the limit.
Who's Trevor?
Brookdale, they own Brookdale Farm, so
Oh,
he's,
okay.
they own half of Hollis.
Yeah.
Next
okay.
meeting is Wednesday, February
Seventh
14th,
generation.
2024, 7
Huge.
PM. Board of Select Chamber, second floor. Meeting is also held via virtual Zoom. So we need a motion and a second to adjourn the meeting at 8:17.
One more
I'll make a
Before we
motion to
adjourn.
adjourn and.
Who is standing?
conservation meeting.
Hey,
Oh, sorry.
hey, who's standing as our liaison now?
Therese.
Sure.
Is that Joe is no longer our liaison, it's gonna be
No.
Therese?
For the time, yeah.
No.
I'm just curious, you know, should, okay,
We also
Uh,
have a vice chair. That position's vacant.
Yes.
Yes,
a
okay.
vice chair, what do you mean? Another
We
member
have a
coming?
chair- No, we
No.
have a chair, we have 3
You're the-
vacant seats.
I'm the chair.
You're the.
If anyone wants it, they can have,
Yeah.
and then we have you as the clerk.
No, I'm not the clerk. I said I would, but that was a complete falsity.
Let's adjourn the meeting. I'm gonna make a motion to
Yeah.
adjourn our conservation meeting of January 31.
Yes.
At 8:18 PM.
Thanks, Jessica.
Anybody want to?
I'll second that. Roll call vote.
Yes, Jim Thorne, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Did you already sign off?
And you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin Smith, yes.
Captain, yes.
Thank you.